Okay, let's check. I'm going to refresh the page and just check. I'm just confirming. Okay, yeah, your audio's not coming through. Let me just do the introduction, then we'll sort out your audio settings, okay? Hello and welcome to the Performance Racing League. You are listening to Lucasade right now, and I am joined with a Tier 2 driver, in fact, the Chaos Druid, who cannot make it today due to technical issues. We're just going to sort his audio out, but in the meantime, welcome. This is round 3. We are at Suzuka, Japan, and you join us right at the start of qualifying, so we've got a number of cars going out on track. Okay, Chaos, if you go to Game Base, have you got a PS5 or a PS4? Okay, so you go to Game Base, like the fourth icon, and then if you go into the party, so you'll see the view that has you and me in it. The fifth icon with the 3 dots, like the ellipsis, that says more. You click that, and then you click voice chat settings, which is the third one down. Then you click on share your voice, allow, third one down. Let me know when you've done that.
Well, hopefully we should be all right then.
Let me check. Say something.
Hello?
Yeah, you're in. Okay,
excellent.
fantastic. Well, yeah, welcome, Chaos. We've got a few viewers at the moment.
Evening.
Yeah. How are you doing, mate?
Not too bad. A bit frustrated I couldn't race today. Obviously, like you said, technical reasons. Technical reasons are my pedals broke yesterday.
Yeah, very unfortunate. But I have heard the good news that you've ordered a new setup, a new wheel and pedals. So you'll be back next week, we hope.
Yeah, should be. I mean, I'm usually back. I'm able to normally race most weeks, to be honest.
Fantastic. Oh, if you've got sound coming out on like a TV or something, can you turn it down just a little bit? Just because I was hearing some echo.
Yeah, as only because I could have it on, but.
Oh, no worries. I think it'll be fine. Right, we are now on board with Dookie. He is on his flying lap. Let's just take a little look and listen. Slightly over the curb, down to gear 3. Probably a banker lap. I've not heard any news of the weather, but it looks very sunny out there. Nice blue skies.
Yeah, I think we didn't check it beforehand. We were a bit slack on that one. But see that several people look like they're out on laps at the moment.
Yep, Dookie definitely being careful. Doesn't want to touch the curbs too much. I noticed that on the S's a lot of people just completely avoid them, which I do understand. There's 2 curbs in there that I do go over, but the rest, they scare me.
Well, I've been practicing during the week, obviously, and I found you could go over the curb from the S's, but things like the tight hairpin, I was finding those problems.
Oh yeah.
So
That has to be definitely don't hit the curb on the hairpin.
But I think it varies to who drives, your style.
Oof, a lot of drivers coming through. Sorry, Northern a 1:30.18. Let's stay on board with Dookie though. But right now we got some pretty good times.
Oh,
Tommy Cafuli must be a new driver. Who spun? Sorry.
Hinnis has gone off.
Oh, that's a shame.
Going through turn 1 and 2.
Okay. Looks like he's not blocked anyone's lap. That's the main thing. And Dookie is going to set a 1:31.4. So you've just watched your provisional pole sitter. That was a nice. Do you know what? I think he's got more pace in the bag because Sector 1 he wasn't too close to like the apexes in a nice way. So I think he can do even better, which is amazing. You know, that's exactly what you want. Tiger's had a little spin, but he's already set a lap.
Tax invalidated on his lap.
Okay. Oh, yep. You're right. Tafur's on an out lap. Camo Banana 09.
He is a new reserve. He joined during the week. He's obviously standing in for me today.
Brilliant. Well, welcome, Camo Banana. And let's see how you do. It's your first lap. We're following on board into Sector 3.
14.4 in the Sector 2. I was just following him. But
Main thing is just getting some laps in.
I'm not surprised to see Tommy, who's my teammate, up in 3rd.
Good lap, Camo. 1:31.6 P2. Sorry, you were saying?
I have no idea what Camo was like. I do know, chatting to Tommy during the week, I knew he was finding pace. He was doing some setup work. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do, because this is the first race he's been able to attend.
We love having new members, especially members that are like clean racers and fast. That's exactly what we want to see. Meanwhile, I am watching Craig on his outlap. I'm actually going to stay tuned on him, I think, because Craig is probably the favourite for Tier 2. I think he'd be my favourite to win. And he's been pretty rapid so far.
Between him and Hinnis, there's
and Northern,
not
maybe
a lot of difference. I would say on any given day, Northern will be there with them.
Yep.
But like I said, some of the new guys and some of the reserves, I'm still not 100% sure. But I know, obviously, Tiger has shown pace in so far this season. So obviously he's one to sort of be wary of. King Kev's another new one. I think he's reserving as well. So
I saw Tiger, I think, last week. He seemed quite fast.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some good drivers. Right, let's see how Craig attacks the S's. Let's see how much curb he takes. Yep, over the first curb, but then misses the second one. That's what I do. And then I normally kiss the third one. Yep, he just kisses that and then misses the other one. Well, I'm not that great around here, but that seems nice and clean to me. Early up into gear 6, straight on the throttle. It's looking like a nice lap.
If you stay out and hold everybody up or not.
I'll hold people up as long as they want. You know, they can get fast. Well, if they're quick enough.
Hinnis has gone into the 30s.
Oh, beautiful lap.
I did say he was quick.
Oh, Craig running a little bit offline there into the hairpin. He might have lost about half a second from that, which is a shame. But you can always improve. And there was a white car just off the track. I think that was King Kevin. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to Craig. It's looking close.
No,
it's looking close
that
for
would
Craig.
have been Scallon,
Oh, yeah.
I reckon.
Cool. I don't think it impacted Craig's lap. I hope not, because he took a compromised line into the hairpin. I'm hoping it was just a mistake, not that he was held up. But yeah, we'll find out later. Anyway, Craig's looking pretty good. This is looking like a good lap. I'm going to guess it might be a low 131. Oh, I don't know actually. Oh, it's going to be tight. Let's see. On the run down to the start-finish line. And yeah, it's a 131.6. So he's in P4, but he's definitely got improvement there. He made a little mistake in Sector 2 that I think cost him half a second.
I would expect him to go a lot quicker, going by how he has been racing so far this season.
Agreed. Wait, Tommy's on a hot lap. I don't think it's as fast though, because he just had a 115 on the Sector 2 line. Yeah, this might be an in-lap actually.
No.
Oh!
Yep.
I thought he was about to go in the barrier there.
No, he's 132.0.
Interesting. So
no, that's still his
yeah, so that was a warm-up lap for another stint. But interestingly, his battery's only 56. So Tommy, if you're listening, oh, there's a run-off. That's a shame. But yeah, if you're listening, make sure that you charge that battery up before you do a hot lap for next time. All right, Dookie. I've been very impressed with Dookie. His pace has improved every single race since about halfway through last season. Really rapid now.
I think it's the consistency side of it more than anything. He's cutting out a lot of mistakes, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he has cut out mistakes, but I honestly just think his raw pace has increased. Because I remember when I raced with him in Tier 3, his qualifying was always quite low, if I'm being honest. Whereas now, he's always up there in Tier 2. So, yeah, seems like he's improved. It's really cool. Nice guy, very nice guy. All the Canadians are quite nice actually in PRL, I'd say. Quite a friendly bunch.
Well, even though they would, although it was kind of joked about that they were trying to take over Tier 2.
Yeah, there's a bit of an invasion. I mean, we can't talk about invasions, can we? So 130.14 to beat for Dookie. He's looking good so far.
I think Tack's done a banker lap because he's only done a 133.9.
Yeah, sounds about right. This 139 for H'ins is looking very solid. According to my screen, Dookie's he's setting up for a hot lap. So we'll watch him now. Stay on board for the ride.
I missed Vinny. Vinny did a 31.2.
Oh wow, yeah. And he's done a great job getting out of the way of faster cars there.
In lap by the looks of it.
Yeah, just let someone zoom past, which is nice. He's now going to let his teammate through as well. Sensible. Right, let's see how Dookie... I think Dookie's going to attack these S's a bit more now. I think he can gain a bit of time. Oh, beautiful. There we go. Nice, just drops that car down. Slightly thin line through there. Ooh, it's hard. It is hard because you want to go fast with the S's, but if you go too fast and understeer on that last S, it does compromise you all the way down to where we just are now, and yeah, 2/10 slower,
Yeah.
probably just from that mistake alone. But still, it's a good lap. See how he takes the hairpin. Nice and wide, just kisses the grass. Late turn in. Pretty much perfection there. Chooses gear 1. Interesting. I think both gear 1 and 2 are fine. In the race, I was doing gear 3 sometimes when I was really scared of the traction. On worn tyres, but probably wasn't a smart move. Just kisses that bit of grass. Ooh! Doesn't invalidate, just on the limit. That was quite nice in the end, considering. He's backed off though, yeah. I think he just lost a little bit too much time early. Might as well save the tyres, save the battery. He could even charge up and go again.
So the first day done a 33.0, so he's now got a lap on the board. We've still
That's
got
good. Babiaga.
Baba Yaga is the only one who hasn't done a time. I think he normally goes out later
And does one lap, doesn't he?
and just does the one lap normally.
He doesn't really like being in the midfield because he gets scared. He likes to start at the back, let other people crash, and then work his way up on pace, which I actually do understand. Right, H-ins on a flying lap. Let's see what he can do. And Craig is also on an out lap, so this could well be like the crucial part of qualifying. We'll see where Craig is on the track. He's nowhere near the start. Okay, good. So we'll get a good half a lap out of H-ins, and then we'll flick between the two. Fully attacking the curb there. Just dipping it in between the second one. A little bit of lag on my stream, but it looks very tidy. And yeah, unlike Dookie, H-ins really tucks that car into the right-hand side to open up this straight to get a lot more pace. That gains you about half a second just doing that. Very rapid. 3/10 of an improvement. Looking like tier 1 pace out there.
Yeah, I think he's been learning off the other Innes's.
Definitely. He's been shown up by them. He's driving angry now.
Because I'm just trying to remember, because there's two of them in tier 1, if I remember rightly.
No, they're in Premier. 2 in Premier.
Oh, they're in
and then-
Premier, are they?
Yeah. No, none of them are in tier 1, funnily enough. I think H-ins could compete in tier 1. I'd go out on a limb and say that. I'm not saying it was the wrong decision to put him in tier 2 though, actually, not at all, but I think he could do pretty well in 1.
Obviously, this is his first
Exactly.
season.
Exactly, he's just growing.
I heard rumours there was a fourth one.
No way is there a forfeit H-ins. Or H-ins, I should say.
Four ins. That's what I've heard. I wouldn't be
Oh
surprised.
god. It's annoying enough getting beaten by 2 of them, but at this rate I'm going to get beaten by at least 3. 134. You did just watch a very, very good lap. Especially that final 2 corners. That is how you meant to take that. Ride that curb,
8/10
early exit.
Up on second.
I think we may have just watched the pole lap. That was very nice. Craig is responding, but he's only improved by about 2/10. And I think he just made a mistake. Yeah, he improved 2/10, but I think he just made a mistake on the exit of that corner. I forget what it's called, and he's backed off. So he will not be going any faster. Down in 6th for Craig. You know, for this championship battle, that's not ideal for him. He wants to probably get at least into the top 3.
We predicted Baba Yaga would only go and do one run, which he's now out and doing. He's now on an 8 lap.
Who else do we have? Noob on a hot lap. Tommy on a hot lap. Oh my god. I think, well, I'll go on a limb. I think Tommy may have just blocked someone's hot lap. Or he may have just got out of the way, but I think it was a little bit too late from what I saw. But you know, you live and learn. You live and learn.
It looked like it was Northern.
It was Northern. Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. But it's all good. It's all good. It wasn't. I've seen worse. Put it that way. I've seen a lot worse. Mistakes happen. It's quite tight around Suzuka.
No one does what I did. I was racing in a different league, which was on a Thursday. I was reserving a different league, and I did not see this car coming down the back straight of Miami.
Yep.
I knew to get off the racing line. Unfortunately, the guy went the same way I did. He went right into the back of me.
He probably wasn't too happy.
I got a quali ban for that one.
Yeah. I mean, mistakes happen. I mean, just accept the pen, move on. Right, Vinny.
Ooh.
Vinny now.
I'm gonna stick with Baba Yaga because if the game is true, he went purple in the first sector.
Oh wow! All right, yeah, keep us posted.
So I'm sticking with him.
If he's purple in sector 2, we'll flick straight over.
So I don't know what a good sector 2 time is, to be completely
try and go
honest.
down.
It needs to be quicker than a 1:14.
This is about on pace for I wouldn't say for pole, but it's like a high 31s looking like at the moment. I'll stay on board though, because we've not seen him yet. This is looking good. This is looking very good. Yeah, it won't be enough for I think top 10, but it's still a nice time.
Oh,
Considering it's one lap.
Sector 2. See where he goes.
Yeah, 1:32.5. Yeah, about 10. Perfect. Well, it's good job. Good job from him for one lap. Good one lap pace there. One shot qualifying for Babiaga. Impressive. Right, I'm following Vinny. Oh dear. Right, Vinny is now in the dirty air. Vinny's been held up by Ferrari. Who was that? That was Camo Banana. Or was it Tommy? It was one. Yeah,
Tommy.
Yeah, you're right. They're very close together, but not good.
Banana he's on a cool down lap.
I think the drivers just need to be reminded that you've got to move over earlier than that, because it's not just about if you're blocking the car, it's about your dirty air and also the confidence, because when you see a car really close to you, you know there's dirty air, plus it puts you off. You can't quite see your line and you're a bit worried about what they're going to do. But what a lap from Vinny though. 139. Despite everything that went on.
Second.
Look how that's rapid pace from Vinny. He does have it in the bag, and he doesn't use I think any assists. So fair play.
He's one of the few that doesn't, especially in tier 2. Although the one person I'm very surprised at the moment who hasn't got a decent time is actually Tack. He's last,
yeah, didn't even speak about him.
But he's now on a lap, so he may well improve. I don't know what his form is like around here, because I think Nico said, I haven't been here for a couple of seasons. It's difficult to tell who's, because it's a whole new group of people, especially for tier 2, apart from the odd 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, look at this. Tiger, though. Sorry, 3 tenths improvement. He's looking on for P2 right now. If he can just ace this final chicane, by far my favourite corner around here, these two. And that's beautiful. He said, oh, no! Oof, just slightly wide. Might not now get top 3, but my God, did he try. Fair play. 31-1. He does improve, but I think he lost a couple of attempts. He lined it up so well, and he just went slightly too early on the throttle on the exit. But right idea. Good pace. P3 provisionally. See, Camo took a slightly wider line on the curb, and that compromises you. But let's see what he does. A 1:31.604, a very slight improvement, 0.06 of a second remains P6. Craig only up 700th, so he's looking on track to improve by 1 place, but let's see how he does. Misses that left-hand curb, that normally costs you a couple of attempts. But obviously it depends what he did last time. And a 1:31.8, yeah, he remains, so yeah, P7. Remains 7, no improvement for him.
Managed to go up a couple of places. He's found 3/4 of a second.
Good, and Babiaga is improved. Will he get P9? Nice over the curb, on the throttle nice and early, up to 4. Dips that car in, shortens that racing distance to the flag. A 1:32.4, remains in 10th, but good lap time.
Scanlan's invalidated, so obviously this lap's not going to make any difference. Oh, he's lost his front wing as well.
Good way to finish. Ah, beautiful. Look at that lovely Haas car making its way down the start-finish line. Well, that's it. Everyone's pit. We're all finished. Quite a fun, entertaining qualifying session. I hope you enjoyed it, Chaos. Did you have fun?
Yeah. Obviously, names a lot higher up than we wouldn't know that we were going to be higher up, and names further down that you wouldn't expect to be further down. Agreed.
But H-Ins, hats off. We watched that whole lap. That was a beautiful lap. 1:34. I don't think I could have done it better myself. Vinny Sips P2 with a 1:39. Very good pace. Tiger really impressing. New to the PRL for this season. In the Alpine P3, only 7 tenths behind. Northern within a second of pole in 4th. Very consistent. Dookie 5th. Maybe the most improved driver in PRL right now. Banana P6. Craig 7th. He'll be disappointed with that. Tommy in 8th. Kev in 9th. Good job. Baba Yaga round P10, Noob 11, Tafur 12, King Goose 13, Tack 14, Scanner 15, and Sinks Hero rounds off the grid in 16th place. Only 16 cars today, Chaos. It's your fault.
Thanks for the blame.
Right.
No, I think there were some last-minute people who then couldn't make it.
Yeah, it's alright, it happens. 16's not too bad. Well, if it's anything like the Tier 1 race, then the grid will be down to about 10 drivers after a few laps. Quite a lot of incidents. Not bad incidents, just, it's Suzuka, it happens. Oh, I'm just reading the messages. Dutch, wishing Goose well in the Red Bull. Tack, in capital letters on Discord, do not ready up. Agree with that, mate.
Yeah, that's
oh no, does it say start? Oh, it says starts in 13 seconds. Oh no, we're gonna have a very angry Tack Delta. Let's go to the PRL Tier 2 chat. I love it in there when this happens. Do not ready up. That's actually hilarious. I just read that message out and then the race. As soon as I read it out, someone did it. Oh no, I hope no one's getting a drink break. We're meant to have 2 minutes so that you can use the toilet or get a bit of water. I'll be honest, I used to do that. I now don't trust anyone. I have trust issues, so I just sit there and wait.
If I was obviously like I said, missing today, but if I'm normally racing, if I'm gonna get a drink, I have it before qualify.
Yeah. Now I was given some positive feedback, and apparently this is actually quite valid. I don't normally show the tyres on the warm-up lap, which is pretty naughty of me, so I've made sure to do it this time. So H-Ins on the hard tyre in pole, so he's clearly feeling very confident. He has 7 cars behind him, all on mediums, and then sensibly, in my opinion, some cars in the midfield, like Kev, Baba Yaga on the hard. I think that is the way to go. I think outside of the top 5, be on that hard tyre. Noob goes mediums though, so hopefully he can get past Baba Yaga or Kev, or his race will be pretty compromised. Taffy on the hards, and then the bottom 4 is 3 mediums and Sinks sensibly at the back on hards. But Sinks Hero actually has some pace, so hopefully he does quite well. Interesting looking grid.
I think something like Baba Yaga being on the hards where he is, he'll play the long game. He's very good at doing that.
Definitely. I just hope that there aren't too many safety cars, not because of the incidents, just because it's so frustrating when you're like Baba Yaga and you're just racing really well, keeping it clean, playing the long game, managing your tyres, and then a safety car comes out and everyone just gets a reset. It's so frustrating. Yeah. My tier, I won't talk much about the tier 1 race, but I could definitely have done better in mine if I didn't have a safety car. I actually had pretty good pace today for once, felt quite good, but these things happen. Although I did have a very embarrassing moment, I'm guessing that you heard, but had a little bit of sideways action on the start line.
Yes, I saw it. Because as I told you before we came live, I was watching Nico's stream.
Oh, I didn't realise he saw it on his
in the rear mirror.
Oh,
and I saw it well.
That's embarrassing.
I thought he's just done a 360 spin.
Do you know what? I actually had to really concentrate not to hit the wall. I was kind of happy with the save in the end, but you know what? It's not. If you're going to spin, do it right at the start and then just close back up. We all do it. I have to spin once a race anyway, as you know. But here we go.
Yeah,
H-Ins.
That's a running joke as well.
Unfortunately. The issue is it's not even a joke, it's just true. Right, H-Ins. He is lined up perfectly at the start. Vinny sips alongside. We just await the rest of the grid. A few drivers going past their marks. So they're not actually disqualified, they're just going to get reset.
We've got 4 so far.
Yeah. And Sinks Hero has stopped, Scallon has stopped. Everyone stopped. They're all ready to go. We're going to reset that grid.
One thing I've noticed when I race is it doesn't seem...
Oh, here we go, sorry, here we go. So, 10 lights, not 5, 10 lights. And away we go. H-Ins with a pretty okay start. Vinny bogged down a little bit though. So Northern already up into P3. Let's go alongside if we can get a good view. Yeah, Northern straight into P2. Oh, and H-Ins has run wide. Northern's going to dive down the inside. Leave space on the left. And Northern all the way up into P1 right off the bat. H-Ins will be disappointed with that. But Tiger, though, biding his time in P3. Oh, and H-Ins just completely skidded off. A bit of Tokyo drift there through the S's. He's got to let the whole grid go through and then resume from the back. What a shame. But It's only lap 1. If you're going to make a mistake, do it there. You can close back up. There'll probably be safety cars. But look at this, how
Banana's up to
unexpected.
third.
Yeah, look at this.
We've got
Let's
Tiger
go
in
to
second as well.
position changes. Let's work our way down. So Dookie in
Vinny's
5th.
cut 2.
Beautiful. Northern up 3, as we would have seen, yeah. Banana up 3 as well. So some good starts. H-Ins and Kev King really the only losers. So pretty clean start as things go. I think H-Ins just ran wide. Dirty tyres, maybe cold tyres. Just went a little bit too deep for the S's. But he's a young guy. And he's learning a lot. So I wouldn't be too worried. Dookie, though, in what is maybe becoming a little bit of a train. Craig just behind, be quite keen to get through. And Tac Delta, always good in race pace, race trim. Right behind Baba Yaga. Excuse me. I definitely think I'm coming down with something.
Oh, Tax trying to make a move on him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's being forced
gone
wide. Yeah. Oh, tight racing there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
5-second penalty for it.
Yeah. The issue for Tac here is that it clearly, you know, Tac clearly was not cheating there. Because, you know, you see how much time he lost, and it was just, you know, it was a fight, it happens. But the issue with the 5 second is that he will be forced to serve it in the pit. So he can't even appeal the 5 seconds. It's got to be up there in probably the top 2 most annoying things that can happen in a race. Like, it's just so frustrating, because you're trying to race cleanly, you don't actually make contact with anyone, and then you just get a slam dunk penalty, and you can't appeal. But, what a shame.
Someone's wide.
Is that Sync Zero?
It looked like a Ferrari. I could be wrong.
Just follow on. Tommy's fine, no? Ferraris are fine. All looking good.
I definitely noticed there was a car on the grass in the S's, but I don't know who it was.
Must have saved it. Good line from Craig through that hairpin. Do you know what? If he uses the battery, he's got a shot here against Vinny. I'd be going full battery deployment. That's it. Run it down the inside. Force him to give you space. And now you've got a run off, so you've got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. You can dive it round. Ah, beautiful move.
Good move.
Beautiful move. Just kept it within track limits, and Vinny, respect to Vinny. Beautiful. Good racing. And also, they've not lost too much time. Tommy's only closed in a little bit, so I think Vinny's okay. You know, Vinny playing the long game with the battery, which will suit him no end. We have a spinner in P2, in S2. Oh, it's H-Ins. His race is completely unravelling. He's getting overtaken now by the Goose. Goosemeister. So down to P15. What a shame. But at least he's got someone to fight. You know, a bit of fun. In the meantime, Tommy on the back of Vinny. This is all from the good racing earlier.
Obviously, with him still being on the hard tyres and knowing the pace he's got, it's not to say that he can't catch back up to the back of the field, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, lap 3 Suzuka. I think there will be one safety car today, and that's all he needs. So I think, yeah, right now it's okay. He's not a million miles behind. He's not making big, you know, they're not like big mistakes. Right, we're not getting processional, but we have quite a lot of gaps that are over a second. So obviously DRS has just been enabled, but clearly drivers have done a great job to just pull away. As you see that little dust trail on the tarmac where people have gone off and come back on. But yeah, right now no one's really in DRS range. I think Craig and Dookie are probably going to be the ones to watch. Yeah, common place to spin.
Under the bridge.
And his tyres are absolutely cooking. He's in trouble. Like this corner here, if he doesn't brake early, which he has done, he would be flying off. So he's doing the right thing, but he's going to lose at least another 5 seconds, I reckon, just for the tyres. Just looking at his temps, 109 degrees, 104 now, getting better. Right, Vinny, Sips and Tommy. I think this is going to be the battle. Oh, Tommy running a little bit wide, probably track limit warning there. Oh, nice attacking there for Tommy over that curb. Good exit. Great exit. And DRS enabled. This could be a move here for Tommy on Vinny.
I'm just seeing Craig go fast lap.
Beautiful, yeah.
On there.
That's interesting. So
this will train.
Yeah, so Tommy had DRS and a better exit than Vinny. Didn't use any battery, but didn't close in on Vinny at all. So Vinny must have, because I think that Tommy got a better exit, so I think Vinny has a lower downforce setup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Craig, though, absolutely flying. We knew that he didn't qualify very well, and he's clearly trying to make up for that. Let's ride on board. playing it very safe on these curbs. That's what I tend to do. I find those two corners quite scary. Excuse me. Always takes a very nice line. That's it. Slightly wide, dip it in and get an exit. That's definitely the way to take it. Anyone watching, just follow Craig's lead there. How's everyone doing in the chat? Thanks for joining us. Good turnout in Tier 2.
Yeah, it is good. Although we're not got any comments, apart from mine.
Yeah, they're not really watching. They just feel bad for us. They put it on their browser, they mute it, and then they just watch YouTube. Oh, Craig with a late, interesting move on Dookie. It's kind of forced Dookie into an awful position. I mean, he's made the move, but I think Dookie might be able to fight back. The problem is that, yeah, because of the way that move unfolded, Craig then got DRS.
The DRS.
So, what a shame. But fair play to Dookie. You know, he gave the space, but he probably won't be too happy about it. Now Vinny's right on the back. So this is a nice little bit of racing here. Thank you very much to these three, because I think otherwise it'll be a little bit processional, I won't lie. I mean, Tag Delta and H-Ins, though, is a nice little fight. Oh, I say that. Tag's in the pit. So yeah, this is it. The one and only battle right now.
You've got King Goose trying to keep tabs with H-Ins.
A tough, tall order.
Yeah.
Vinny's dropping off a little bit. Let me just check the tyres again. All on mediums. Top 7, all on mediums. Yeah, I think H-Ins will be regretting the hard tyre, but I do get it. I do get it. Because if you can make it work and you can get them heated up and you're in the lead, it's just lovely to control a race like that. But it is always a little bit risky. I tend to go more, personally, a bit more aggressive if I'm in pole. Fair play to Vinny though, yeah, you can really see these setup changes or differences. So Vinny's really close back up to Dookie. Clearly much better through these higher speed bits, definitely running low downforce. And I think Dookie's in trouble here. Oh, do you know what I say that though? But Dookie aced the chicane. Absolutely aced it. Well, he pulled up a second on Vinny there. There's no way Vinny's getting past. Fair play to Dookie. That's what you got to do around here.
I'd say Baba Yaga's looking in very good position.
Sorry, Tommy. I was just cutting. Tommy almost completely wiped out Vinny. That was super close. Sorry, keep going.
Just behind him, coincidentally, you got Baba Yaga, who's an 8, who started on the hards, and he's only 2.3 behind him.
You called it, didn't you? You called it. Race management, tyre management, and no safety cars so far, so looking good for him. Very, very good for him, actually.
Because Tack went, like as you said, he went in the pits, he served his that penalty now.
So sad.
You've only got one person with a penalty.
Yeah. Let's see, what sort of penalty is it? Just a 3-second corner cutting.
Just a 3-second one.
Not bad. I mean, 6 laps in, normally someone gets a pen, because when you've got those opening battles, sometimes you give a bit too much room, or you cut an apex a little bit, and I mean, it's happened to me enough times where I'm just trying to give space and I get a bloody 3-second penalty. Wow, great exit. Yeah, Vinny's setup is the complete opposite of Dookie's. I think he should go for this move. He backs off, which is nice, but I think with that pace difference, he actually probably could have just gone down the inside there. Now he's got to ride. He needs to turn left early. If he's listening, just turn in slightly earlier on that last corner. Oh no, he's going to go right at the barrier. Oh, do we have rear wing damage on? He was doing so well. He did what he needed to do. Nice early launch. I think he would. Do you know what? He was probably going to make the move on Dookie based on the difference in pace.
He was trying to get such a run out in that last corner. Coming out straight.
What a shame. Do you know what? I think his rear wing's okay, and his front wing's fine, and his tyres are fine. Temperature-wise, yeah, below 100. So he is in 10th, and he can just continue as if nothing happened. I'm pretty sure. Do we have rear wing? Wait, do we have rear wing enabled? Rear wing damage?
I would have thought so.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to change what I've said. If we have rear wing damage, yeah, what I was going to say, if we do have rear wing damage enabled, I think his race is ruined. I'll be blunt, because That was a big impact backwards into the pit entry. Let's get off him. It's a bit harsh, but I'm just sort of explaining it really. He probably has rear wing damage, and for those that race the game, they'll know that it's very annoying. But for those that don't race, rear wing damage is basically like driving on ice. Yeah, down in 4. I think he might have to go in the pit and retire. It's just because what can you do when you've had such a big tank slapper and you go straight into the barrier like that? It's really unlucky because what are the odds of spinning backwards into the bloody pit, you know, the pit island? What a shame. But yeah, it will be almost impossible to race if we've got rear wing damage enabled. Just, oh, it's horrible. I've been there. I've actually been there on this track. Yeah. Northern, though, leading by over a second and a half. Mental stuff. Like, fair play. I mean, Northern is a constructors champion in Tier 3 Mercedes. We'll never forget. Yeah, that's why we'll never forget. I'll always bring it up every race. But good pace indeed. But yeah, Baba Yaga and Tafur. You know, Tafur's doing a good job. He's got a 6-second buffer, but on the hard tyre, it's keeping it clean. He's definitely improved a lot recently. He's finishing a lot more. Finishing a lot more races as well. H-Ins though already up to P11.
Yeah, I thought you might be able to.
That's actually insane. Because like the first incident just put him to the back with no gap really, but the second one, excuse me, my scientists are going. But the second one, he lost quite a lot of time. Already up to 11th. Oh, I'm just following Craig in 4th place now. Really closing in on Banana. Good race pace so far. Apparently they want to see the 11th place fight. I'm just reading the chat. Well, we'll follow H-Ins with interest and Sinks Hero. But for now, I want to follow Craig because this is for the podium, and I think there could be a move coming on here.
You can almost see it coming.
Oh dear. Oh, nice exit from Craig. I think both did pretty well there. DRS enabled, battery enabled, but battery low. Low battery for both. So this is going to probably be an overtake. Both of them have killed their battery. It's like a game of chicken. Oh, Banana round the outside, doing a great job. Going to try and go for the undercut, but Craig sensibly shuts that door. Does not allow it, and Craig up into P3. Well done. Right, now, as promised, wait, we'll stumble a little bit more just in case. Because the battery issues are coming in. No, I think they'll be okay for a little bit. So we've got Sinks Hero in 10th.
And he's just on the tail of Scallon. And H-Ins is
closing in.
Really closing up on him.
We'll flick back. Right, I'm back to Banana now. Let's see if he can stay in the DRS zone for a lap. Because Craig is looking rapid. Yeah, I like Craig's line through the hairpin. Wow, I'm surprised with the battery usage. Interesting.
We've got an Alpha off in the S's.
Yeah, Vinny off in the S's. He's back on the track though, and I don't think he has any damage unless it's again just that rear wing playing up. I am a bit worried. I think he does have light rear wing damage. I'll speak to him after the race and find out, but yeah, the S's are almost impossible. Honestly, almost impossible with rear wing damage. What a shame. Oh, Camo Banana doing so well. Kept it within DRS range, but just ran slightly wide over that curb, so he'll have to try again next lap. And he's got to try and keep it within a second, so unfortunate for him. In the meantime, H-In's closing right up. Look at this. Wow. Sinks goes wide off of... Is it... I can't forget what that corner's called. It ends with R. And goes past Sinks Hero. And now I think H-In's is just going to be taking candy off the baby that is Scallon.
You were referring to.
That's it. That's the one. But yeah, they both, I think, Sinks and Scallon were right behind each other, forced each other almost off the tracks, taking the same sort of line. Scallon's battery is dead, and H-In says, thank you very much. Backs off, though, so clearly a bit scared about the fight from Scallon. Probably sensible. Stays behind, didn't want to risk or ruin his race in lap 10. But let's stay on board, see how he does. Tommy, though, Tommy Kafula with a 3-second corner cutting pen.
Especially with someone like Joe behind him, who's closing him down.
Yeah. What a race.
So I called him Joe. That's his other name that he's known on the server.
Mr. Joe, Mr. Baba Yaga.
Yep.
No idea what the S7 stands for. Is it like a postcode thing?
I wouldn't like to comment. I don't know.
Yeah. S Club. It's S Club 7. He's a massive S Club 7 fan. You heard it here first. Good driving from H-Ins, just biding his time, keeping it clean, not getting into too much dirty air. 3 temps down, good battery use. Scallon is in trouble.
Right, so I'm just following at the moment. Is a three-way fight, 5th, 6th, 7th. At the moment, you got Dookie, Tommy, and Baba Yaga, all in close proximity.
Beautiful. Right, let's watch this H-Ins move and we'll go straight up. Sensibly, Scallon dives into the pit. I like that. Good racing. Oh, Craig, though, what's happened to Northern? Northern's made a mistake. Northern down to P3. Must have lost it in the S's. Yeah, and his tyres are looking awful. The temperature's not good. He's on the grass, losing a place to Camo. He might well lose a place to Dookie before he gets those tyres down. He needs to pit, I think. Northern, I think you need to pit, mate, if you can make it around, because those temps might take a little while.
You could lose 3 or 4 places, though. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
that three-way battle.
It's such a hard line to cross or line to toe, because you don't want to spin out again, but you can't just take your foot off and cool the tyres down, because you'll lose places, like you say. But wow, Craig up to second, and Tiger leading a race. Great job, really
Like
shining.
5 seconds.
Fair play. Unlucky for Northern. Very rare he makes a mistake, but you know what? This is a tough track. Tough track. Tommy closing in. Well, he got some good battles now. The race is kind of getting better as it ages. It's like a fine wine. Baba Yaga. I don't think Baba Yaga will go for any moves, will he? He'll just sit behind and
Do you know
wait and see.
We were just saying about the running joke earlier about you and spinning. Did you actually spin today or not?
Yeah, I technically did spin, but only going gear 4 to gear 5 off the start line.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that before. Every time I've ever spun on the start, like on the start sequence, it's been gear 3 or like gear 2. I didn't realise the car just had no, like the rear end just went, and I thought I was stable. I don't know. I need to actually watch the replay, because I was shocked, to be honest. I honestly thought I was going to DNF when I span.
I think the only way you're going to be able to view that is looking back on Nico's stream.
Oh, I've recorded my race. It's saved on the PlayStation.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, I'll definitely look at it back. I don't know what happened. Tommy's pit. He's now fighting with King Goose, and he comes out into P10. I think that's a sensible pit stop right there. Good job. You can pit lap 10 for hards. Not a problem. I'm surprised Northern hasn't pit, but clearly he's got the tyres. Yeah, he's got his tyre temps back now to below 100, high 90s. Pretty good spot to be in for this track. And to be fair, his pace is nice. So yeah, well done to him. He's recovered it. Right, who else do we have?
Vinny spun again. Yeah, Vinny spun again.
I think Vinny's in this tough situation where probably half of his brain is saying just retire the car, but then the other half of his brain is saying, well, I want points.
Oh.
What?
What?
What is going on? I don't understand this game. 10 seconds. He didn't do anything. He just let people through on blue flags.
Yeah.
What? I do not. I literally, no amount of my brain can understand what just happened there. 10 seconds. He lost 10 seconds. He didn't gain any time.
Speeding in pit lane.
Oh no! You know, we had a couple of people do that in Tier 1. I find that odd, if I'm honest, but there you go. Must be catching people out. And Northern now back up into the lead, albeit it hasn't pit, but he's got some clean air. See what he can do. Baba Yaga having an absolutely amazing race. P2 hasn't pit, but
I hope
beautiful
he's not
pace.
to the stream, because I don't want to jinx him. And actually, he's almost like he's starting to gain slightly on Northern.
Yeah. You got good turnout in Twitch. Nice one, community. As I say that, we drop a few people, but great to see some familiar names and good to see some new people as well. We are, you know, we're always watching if you do message. Right, H-In's already closing up, albeit because he's not pit, but I think he's doing the right thing. Just go as fast as possible. I think he was about 12 seconds off the next car, but like pre-pit phase. So he's doing well, he's recovering. Baba Yaga, amazing job. Let's go down to Noob. I don't think we followed him once yet. But yeah, this is going to be so painful for Vinny. He's just going to have to poodle it along at the back with rear wing damage and just accept whatever points he gets.
Because obviously, surprisingly, with nobody's DNF'd yet.
Well done, Tier 2. This is the cleanest I've seen Tier 2 in, honestly, months. Months and months and months. I've probably cursed it now.
Because I'm not racing today.
Definitely, that's the only logical conclusion.
You haven't got Dutch.
Yeah, you two are a nightmare. Right, Northern in the pits. Should be coming out around P4, but let's follow him. Seemed like a nice speedy pit stop. Right, yeah, Tiger's passed and Craig is passed. So yeah, coming out P4.
As well.
Yeah, sensible. So Northern will come out in his own sort of space.
Aston Martin double stacked.
Oh no, they're okay. They're okay.
Got lucky.
They just sorted out then the car for HNs. We'll call that perfection. Right, Sync 0 1 second off Northern. So yeah, the great pit stop from Northern. Got a lot of clean air to work in. And HNs will come out. No, yeah. Again, HNs in a similar position now. Just go as fast as you can. 10 seconds ahead and 34 seconds behind. Free air, so good job. But look at this. Proper battles here. Oh, is that Vinny with the blue flags? Yeah, fair. Okay, take it back. But Sync 0 has closed in, of course, while Northern is warming his tyres up. So again, for those that don't maybe play the game, when you pit and you come out, your tyres are very cold. I think there's a rule on how much you can heat them up, and it really affects you. It takes a long time.
And you got Banana directly behind Sync. Or Sin.
Yeah, and his tyres are looking nice and warm. I think Northern's sorted out the tyres now, though. You're only really vulnerable for about half a lap. Good exit from Banana. I'm just riding on board P6 in the Ferrari. Oh, a bit of a lag spike. I thought Hero was about to get sent to oblivion.
And then you got Dookie directly behind him. This is a right big battle going on.
This is amazing. Yeah, Banana made a bit of a great move so far from Dookie. Oh, and Sinks runs wide onto the gravel, and somehow Banana reacts to that, keeps it on the outside, and I think actually that did a massive favour for Camo, allowing him to stay wide. But Dookie with DRS and battery use has gone into P5. Great move from Dookie. Banana made a slight mistake through I-30R, what it's called. Just slightly lifted off too much, but I get why, because he was in dirty air. Struggling a little bit. Dookie super consistent and sensible. He's getting the results that he deserves now, I think. Really hugging that right hand side. Good confidence. Good confidence there. Must be happy with his setup. Let's go back to Banana though, because he's closing in. Dookie running on a little bit.
If you look at apart from like Northern, they're all sort of, a lot of them are within quite close proximity to each other.
Aston Martin looking like Lewis and Bottas in the pit.
Oh no, not Vinny again.
Oh, poor Vinny. Again. Yeah, I'm not gonna follow him because there's at the end of the day I get exactly what's happened. As soon as I realised the rear wing damage, it's just it's so bad. I've actually been there. I've been there on this track in a different league, and it's just horrible. You basically just count down the laps until you finish. But in the meantime, Banana doing well. Right on the back of Dookie. This is a great little battle here. Let's see who aces this final chicane. Oh, and well, neither of them. I think that's a little case of where you follow the other person's line. Oh, Noob. Yep, Noob has run wide, lost 2 places at least. And Banana has not quite come out okay. And Babi Yaga! Is that Babi Yaga out into 4th? Just narrowly avoids Northern. I kind of missed that. Apologies to the chat, but
on the medium.
Wow, yeah, what a great! I can't believe he's in. I thought he'd be a bit further down. P4 and almost got past Northern. Like it was really touch and go. He's got to take it a little bit easy, but he's got a nice 1.5 second buffer to Dookie, who's kind of under pressure anyway. Massive pressure. Wow, this is turning into a fantastic race for the Mercedes of Babi Yaga. Maybe the best race so far for him in this season. Tommy's recovered. Noob has also recovered from his spin at the chicane.
Benicio decided to retire. I don't know if he's actually retired. I think he's retired in the pit.
Yeah, sensible. I can see his car in the pit lane, so I'm assuming so. Yeah, it probably just became a bit too much. It's so hard. It just becomes very frustrating mentally as well.
And the game doing its usual glitch.
Yeah. Yeah, just a casual 10-second penalty, why not?
No, sent the car back 8.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Come back 8 on.
Oh, no. I'm not an expert. I've actually never retired in the pits before, ever. So I don't know how you're even meant to do
I
it.
think the car's gone off. Because it's not... It's
Oof!
off.
Oh, my word. Sinks with a late dive into the pit. Completely caught Noob off. Caught him out. Almost went right into the back of him. But we all survive, and Hero is in the pit lane in the Williams. On 16 lap old medium, so that was our longest stint for this race. Fair play.
I think Northern's now going to start coming under real pressure.
Yeah. Great
Babiaga's
strategizing here. Yep. Let's ride on board. Sinks Hero's just coming out, and he's got King Goose for company. Let's see how they fare. I think Goose will get ahead. Yeah, just. Hero had to be a bit careful, but yeah, there we go. Right, back to Joe, as you say. Yeah, Hero is racing well. Good drive so far. Let's have a look at the winners and losers. Everyone has now stopped at least once. Attack with the 2 stops. I think a bit of damage. Excuse me. Penalties wise,
going back to,
there's quite a few penalties. Sorry to cut in. I didn't realise, but you know you said about Craig
they've accumulated
speeding
now.
in the pits. But yeah, he's still got his 5-second pen, of course, because he would have got it as soon as he went in. But that could prove costly. As for the others, to fail with a 5 might not matter too much. Sorry, what were you saying, mate?
I was going to say, I just noticed in the chat, Dutch agreed with you.
Yeah, he's not racing, yeah. It's beautiful to watch, isn't it, Dutch? I bet you wish you were here, racing in such a clean race. And look at that, Baba Yaga setting a purple, a fastest lap, closing right in on Northern under huge pressure. Ooh. I don't see any way Northern can keep him behind. I don't think Northern's going to fight it too hard, in all honesty. Not with 10 laps to go. Good controlled racing, though. Sinks Hero closing in on Mr. King Goose. He might flick over in a second. Just monitoring it. We've got Kev King. Let's follow that. Kev King getting past Scallon in quite an unusual way. As Banana gets a 3-second penalty. But good move from Kev King. Only down 4 now. And H-In's only down 8. He's trying to push. Like I said, he had that 12-second buffer. So he's having to just erode into that to catch up to Noob. But the good news for him is once he's caught Noob, he's pretty much there. He's pretty much back with the pack.
Oh,
Northern, yeah,
Baba Yaga's got past.
I did not expect that to happen. We just missed it.
That before,
he must have done it off the exit of the hairpin.
At a moment, is all I can think.
Yeah, if you've got better tyres, because I made an overtake like that. If you just use the battery straight away, straight into gear 3 off the exit, and hammer it, and the other car doesn't react on the battery, you can often get a move.
Tiger. Flat.
Is that on a hard tyre? Yeah. Hacking the game. He's on a PC, isn't he? Yeah, definitely hacking. Mental. Fresh hards though, I get it. Some drivers are pretty good on hard tyres. I don't know why. I always feel really good on hard tyres. Like on any track, I don't really get it. And then you put me on a soft tyre and I don't ever really extract the performance that you should do. So it must be a driving style thing.
For me personally, it's more track specific. Certain tracks I'll go to and the hard tyres I just cannot get on with them. And other tracks I can get on really well.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, Monaco on a hard tyre. Not fun.
I'm glad they took it off the calendar.
Oh, I have to agree. When it rains at Monaco, it's just pointless. Pointless race. It's like a coronation. It's just all pomp.
And circumstance.
Pomp and circumstance and lots of money being spent. I do, of course, joke. I hope I don't get abducted in the night. Oh, sinks on Goose. I think Goose with a little mistake. Hero's being speculative, but he's going to have to hold back now. Oh, King Goose over that curve at the hairpin. Dangerous. Survives though.
I think we could now be having a battle between Northern and Dookie.
Yep, just almost within DRS range, isn't it? Oh, sinks here, runs a little bit wide, a little bit of understeer. Tucks it in though, opens that battery up. Doing well. Up 5 places.
I say, if you got Banana and Tommy in 6th and 7th, they're like putting me to shame at the moment.
Nah, I'm sure you would have been fine. Oh, sinks here, runs a little bit, a little bit wide on that exit. Just needs to slightly attack that curve a little bit more, and I think he can get the move done. But King Goose is clearly, he knows what to do around there. He's placing his car perfectly on the exit, even with a depleted battery. And yeah, he's making sure he keeps the place. Good driving. Let's go up to Northern, as you say. Northern, Dookie, Baba Yaga. Nice little fight here. But I think it's just going to come down to mistakes. So maybe Dookie made a little mistake. Allowed Northern to get away. But Baba Yaga on course for a podium, up 7. Definitely the driver of the day so far. And with Craig having a 5-second penalty, you never know. Craig's on hard tyres.
Yep.
Depends how they're managing them. I feel like Baba Yaga's not really going too hard on his tyres, which is great.
He's normally pretty good on them as well.
Let's go back to Sinks, Hero. Oh, excuse me. Might have to get you to take over in a minute. I think I'm getting some sort of throat thing. Horrible. Kev King, we don't like to, you know, we don't discriminate here. It doesn't matter if you're first or last, we'll follow you. We're here for the racing, let's see how he fares. Oh, Tac Delta runs very wide. Oof! Good move there from Kev. He had to place the car there, but sensibly didn't run wide, because that would have been naughty. But he's putting Tac under pressure.
Wide again. Oh! Ooh.
Gap's opened up a little bit from that. That was close. Almost from Kev. Baba Yaga 9 seconds behind Tiger and Craig. Great recovery drive from Craig though, just what he wanted. And if he can keep this 5-second gap, I think he will be super happy. I don't think Tiger's won a race yet, has he, in PRL? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so this is phenomenal stuff.
On the podium.
Yeah, I think he has been.
Actually, I'll just check that one.
I think he might have been on course for like a P2 once, but I think he might have spun on like the last lap. It might have been Australia when I commentated, because there were like drivers that just made these like really unfortunate mistakes on the very last lap. It was absolute craziness. I've never seen anything like it.
It was Timgra that won in Australia.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it, because I was getting those two confused. Or, well, it's like they do it on purpose. I'm bad enough with names as it is. Kev really doing well, keeping that battle on with Tac Delta. At the end of the, well, I don't know what your opinion is on this, Chaos, but for me, as long as I'm having fun and I'm fighting with someone, I don't really care too much where I'm placed in the grand scheme of things.
I think if anybody comes into like, especially when you're like a full-time driver, you always want them to finish as high as possible, obviously. But I think it helps if it's clean like this, to actually then enjoy the racing as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well said. And the drivers are doing really well out there today. You know, the only DNF was just a very unfortunate mistake at the worst possible moment. H-Ins now, closing in on Tommy. He will very soon get past the penalty range, so he'll be basically into provisional 7th. Hero still trying to close in on Goose. It's turning into a good battle. Goose placing the car well though, doing everything right. He's focusing on exit onto the straights, which is exactly what you've got to do around here to defend. It's pretty much all you have to do.
because you're a prime example of it from earlier.
Yeah, I would say it's one of the few things I'm all right at actually around here. I do know how to defend.
It was just a bit unfortunate we didn't actually have anybody else to stream it today.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, there were some good moments. There's a few good little races with people, a few little battles. Oh, good line from King Goose. Yeah, focusing on that exit, opening the car up. Oh, I mean, I don't want to call anything out too much, but if you look at that little number down the bottom left, and you look at that sign, that is not what you want to see as a driver. Now, in the meantime, you're Sync's hero, and you see that flashing red light, and it motivates you quite a lot to push. Oof, both drivers missing the apex a little bit, but great battery management from Hero. I think it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time now until he gets to place. Let's go back to Northern. Northern doing a great job on the hard tyres, keeping up with Baba Yaga.
And Suzuki's keeping up with Norman.
Yeah, these three really matching each other right now.
The way it's looking at the moment, it's looking like those three are fighting for the last podium.
Agreed.
Oh! Tiger's just got a penalty.
I mean, he's still so comfortable because even now it's a 7-second deficit to Craig.
Yeah.
So even if Craig got past him on the last corner or something, he'd be fine. But yeah, it's still a bit demotivating sometimes. But he's only got 3 laps left now, as of this second.
Yeah. I think Craig, he's just obviously going
4
to
laps.
look at the gap between him and Baba Yaga. I don't think he's probably thinking he can't catch Tiger now, especially now that he's got the 2-second deficit on the penalties. So he's just managing that gap back to Baba Yaga, which is obviously he's got, what, 3 seconds?
Agreed. Yeah, a bit unfortunate with the penalties, because yeah, it has kind of, it's not stifled the race, but you're right, it's just very tactical now. And yeah, you're racing the clock, not the car. Dookie's doing a good effort though, putting the pressure on, catching up to Northern. Oh, Kev King's got a pen.
None of them have got penalties either at the moment. Don't want to talk that one up either.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat, if you want to see anyone, you want to see any on boards, want to see anything, just let us know. We'll ping over. A slight low in the race, but it's still good fun. And there's still 3 and a bit laps to go. Anything could happen. Anyone that was tuned into Australia, you'll know. Last lap chaos. Chaos who's not here, but he has joined alongside me, for those that have joined late.
Yeah, that was a bit mental, being involved in the middle of it.
Did you survive? Did you come out alive in that? You must have gained loads of places. Yeah.
I actually got 5th, but I got dropped.
Oh no!
I got given a penalty and it dropped me to 7th. But the fact that
not bad.
survived, I finished 5th. Australia, I'm not normally very good at, so I was like really happy with that one. Yeah, it was a bit of luck with what happened on the last few laps.
Yeah, that honestly, I still can't believe what happened there. That might be like the only race that really stays with me for a little while, just because I could not believe what I was seeing. It was hard to keep up from the commentary point of view. I've noticed something else around here though on this track. Back to here. We'll see. This is the PRL Performance Racing League Tier 2, Round 3. We're at Suzuka, having a good bit of fun here. We're following on board with Dookie. One thing I've noticed though is that a lot of the drivers seem to be mirroring lines. I think it's like a psychological thing where you match their brake, you match their turn in, and you kind of copy them. So if one driver runs wide, the other driver runs wide. I always find that really interesting. I don't know why. Like, I rarely do that. I always seem to just do my own thing, but it must be common.
I suppose depending on how long you've been behind the person as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just kind of get that tunnel vision.
Yeah. But you know, Dookie's doing really well. He's as well as he can do. Just good quality racing, to be honest. Everyone's just managing their tyres well, managing battery well. Not really many mistakes. This is good calibre of racing here. And this is the lowest tier in the Performance Racing League. And for anyone that's watching that isn't involved, you can sign up and join us if you go to the Twitch channel and you click on the Discord link. That will take you to the Discord server. You can join. You can do a couple of practice laps or whatever, and you can join us. You know, any ability is welcome. The faster you are, the higher the tier you end up in. But you'll have some pretty fun racing if you like what you're seeing. Some clean racing in tier 2. We also got the YouTube channel, so if you want to watch the highlights of this race, if you wait a couple of days and you tune in there, you'll see all the races stretching back many seasons now, and you can always subscribe and like, and you will be kept up to date. It's all free. Dookie's still on the back of Northern. Just can't quite get it done. It's just that battery. But he's doing the right thing, though. He's doing the right thing. He's now conserving the battery. I think he was hitting it a little bit too hard, too early. I think, well, in hindsight, if he just let it build up to, say, 50 and kept it within a second, if he could, I know it's difficult to say that, but if he could have done that, he would have had a chance and just hammer it on the last lap.
Noobs looks... Noobs has gone off track.
He has in the S's again. Second time, I think. I think he had a little moment in the final chicane as well. But do you know what? P11, despite all that, is pretty damn good, and he's got a big gap to P12. So as long as he keeps it on the road, it's P11. Job done. H-ins, good recovery to P8. Let's actually take a little look at the sort of finishing changes, seeing as we're on the last lap, if I can figure out the interface. Here we go. So H-ins only dropped 7 now. Good recovery. Vinny obviously down 14 because he DNF'd. Otherwise, it's only Kev and Defer that have dropped. Everyone else is neutral or positive. Northern, Dookie, Banana finishing right now exactly where they set off. So yeah, pretty consistent professional drives today.
Monitoring Baba Yaga on this last lap.
Yep.
Because he's now 2.6 off Craig, in theory, with his penalties. And it looked like he was gaining on it for a minute, but it's just sort of dropped back out to 2.7 now.
I mean, all it would take is a 3-second pen, though, wouldn't it, for Craig?
Even a spin.
Anything can happen.
That up, really.
I think Norman just went purple, unless my eyes deceived me on the map.
Yeah, he's right on Baba Yaga's tail.
That's it. He's hammering the battery last lap. But Baba Yaga's a wily old fox. I've just seen his battery number.
He's hammering his battery as well.
Yeah, Baba Yaga was ready for that. He was not having any of that.
No, he's still got
Podium's his.
I think it's like it's about 10% more than Northern.
Sensible driving.
Average, to be honest.
H-ins. I wonder if he'll go for a late move on Tommy. Let's follow that. Also, I am gonna talk through Tiger to the line. Tiger wins round 3 with an excellent drive and a fastest lap on the hard tyre. Definitely cheating. I take it back. Craig is
8.6 seconds.
Wow.
Oh.
Craig P2.
Oh, that penalty just came in.
Baba Yaga P3 still.
2.2.
Yeah. Northern 4th. Dookie, great drive from these three. Northern, Dookie and Camo taking home 4th, 5th and 6th. Tommy maintains the position over H-ins but loses it because of the 3-second penalty. So H-ins 7th, Tommy 8th. Now we've got a bit of a gap to King Goose. Yeah. King Goose and Hero fighting it out.
He just missed out on 6th by 8/10 of a second.
Great recovery drive. 2 spins and 7th. Yeah, pretty damn good. Yeah, I don't think Hero's going to quite get past. Goose sensibly using up the rest of his battery at the end. So we're looking, here we go. Goose in P9 in the Red Bull and sinks, at the moment, rounds off your provisional top 10 at Suzuka. Oh, good race. Did you enjoy yourself, Chaos?
Yeah, it was strange but good at the same time, being like this side of it.
That's what we like to hear. It's always a little bit strange, especially when you've got certain people around in the booth. Hopefully you'll get lucky. You'll get Nico next time.
Or Share. That's going to be the one I want to do. Because
Share.
I've never been able to. I've said it was the first time I've done commentary. I want to do a commentary with Share because normally when he's doing it, I roast him in the chat. Really, I've got a chance to do it in talking to him physically.
Well, you can roast him now if you want. You know, I'm sure he'll be listening. Champagne flowing.
I think he'd be scared to try and do commentary with me.
Right, well, it was a good fun race, I think. Very good drives. It's a high quality race, that's for sure. Not loads of overtakes, but enjoyed it nonetheless. Tiger with, I believe, his first ever win in PRL at Suzuka, and with a fastest lap, starting P3. Great drive from him. And Craig with a good recovery, P7, disappointing qualifying, but finishes second place, even with a 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty. Baba Yaga, a very controlled professional race, just misses out on P2, even with the pen. So P3 for him is a great result, and I'm sure that's uncontested. I doubt there'll be any retribution for him. Northern in fourth. I think he might be a little bit disappointed with that, actually. Just made that mistake in the S's, lost a lot of time. I think another day could have won that race. But P4 nonetheless. Dookie in fifth, very solid. Banana for sixth. H-In's a great recovery, considering 2 spins. Tommy 8th, King Goose 9th, Sync 10th, Noob 11th, Tack 12th, Kev King 13th, Scallon 14th, Tafua 15th, and Vinny Sips rounds off the grid in 16th with that unfortunate rear wing damage that completely ruined his race. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have time for. I've got to go. I'm not going to do any interviews or pull people into the lobby. I'm actually going to take some cough lozenges or throat lozenges and stuff. But that was a great bit of fun, Chaos. You're welcome anytime. Yeah. Just, let us know.
Well, unfortunately, like I said, I'm normally racing, so I don't normally get the chance to do it. But like
Tier 1? Tier 1's available. You can do Tier 1. It's no excuse, is it, chat? But yeah,
I feel I would feel more comfortable if I was doing the commentary with somebody rather than do it on my own because.
Oh no, yeah, that's fine. Honestly, yeah, just a bit of a jest there. But yeah, you're welcome anytime, mate. Great to have you on board. And yeah, appreciate the comments from everyone. Dutch, Darth, or DRTH. I don't know how you want to say your name, but yeah, appreciate the comments and the chat. We will be back in 7 days' time, same place, round 4. I don't even know what track it is, but I'm sure it'll be a fun one.
Belgium.
Oh, Belgium, in that case, yeah, definitely come back. One of the best tracks ever made. Spa, Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps. Stay tuned, 7 days' time.
Interesting to see who can take it full flat through Eau Rouge.
Me.
Or try it at least.
Yeah, until you hit a wall. But anyway, thanks so much for staying tuned and enjoy the rest of your hopefully extended weekends for the British viewers. Otherwise, enjoy your weeks and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.
See you soon.